rush through the some of the defense you mentioned, right? Some of the slides.
Yes. Okay. So see, some of the defense strategies that you may want to follow for different type of transactions like raw material and consumables. So we have given some pointers which will be helpful for you to determine the strategy. Also for export of finished goods, what are the areas that you may want to explore? Trading activity for import of goods and sales agency commission. So some areas that we have tried covering. What are the I would say the important to be known things which need to be kept in mind for the purposes of this. I have also tried, as I mentioned in the start, that I had covered management fee as well as royalty. So what we have given is that we have given a questionnaire which is generally issued by the tax authorities when they are assessing the transaction of management charges, and also a royalty questionnaire which specifically asks for many details. So, and what are the different areas that you can plan for. So also I have given judicial precedent with regard to management services, where I have given precedents which are in favor, which are against, and a short synopsis of the same. This is in relation to royalty and fees for technical services, and it's done almost. Thank you. Thank you everyone.
Maybe we can have one or two questions, a quick question.
During this pre-planning consultations, whether APD gives a clear guideline like whether there will be in our favor, or whether we can get an indication, because there is no fees involved in pre-planning consultation.
That's right. So one of the point I think we must admit, because the pre-filing, when they did call some of the and after even the scheme was framed, that you have any suggestions to make after scheme was notified. And one of the things happened on pre-filing, because as you rightly said, we were not, it was not there in the process. How they will convey what is their feeling. So the DG and Kamlesh Mastri, the APA Commissioner, immediately accepted. That's a valid point, and they say we will communicate to in writing, which they are doing. After pre-filing consultation is over, they do issue a letter formally signed by him that so and so transactions are covered, and they do say that now you are free to go ahead. I mean, they don't say you should go ahead or not go ahead. So he says the choice is with the taxpayer. But just on practical side, you are right. I mean, you do get a good, what I will say, and it's like pre-filing. Though it's a pre-filing meeting, I think it's the most important meeting, because you do get a good feeling how the thought process is. So it's an important meeting. So it's yeah. So in fact, they require, so once we file the form, pre-filing form, then they fix up the meeting at our convenience. It's not like the whole process is quite different from our normal process of notice comes and all. It says you come at what time is convenient to you, and the discussion is also not on, I will say, inquisitive or probing. It's not a probing nature. He says you ask, we also ask, they also ask. So it's more of a collaborative nature rather than, I will say, confrontation. It's not you and me, I mean other side, one side facing the other. It's like, okay, this is the, let's see what are your transactions, what you are thinking, which is the best. And they to some extent do ask. They also do site visit after the final application is filed. They do come to our office or plant, as the case may be. But it's not like our survey or search and seizure. It's not on that type. And they were very clear in saying that we don't expect, I mean, you come, they come at our convenience. Unlike search and survey happens anytime or odd hours. No, after filing so after pre-filing and after we make the final application, then they come. No, only for file. For as pre-filing there is no fees, sir. There is no fees. Only final application there is fees 10 to 20, and then they come for site visit, discuss, be present. They also interview some of the operating personnel, but not that what we want to meet them. It's not that they will say, okay, let this person now, it's not summons, if I put it.
Like APA is binding on both the taxpayer as well as the government.
Once it is signed, yeah.
So in a practical situation, for example, BPO company is charging 20% ATA, and it finds the APA, and so is there possible that it can go against it also? I mean, they find that it is a KPO. So is it possible that at some stage the taxpayer withdraws, then I don't want to go ahead. Otherwise, they can insist on even 25%. I mean, so that.
Yeah, so no, but then your point is valid, and probably some of the applications like 146 and 250 and some of the applications I was told are the other way around. So they are also saying is, if you come with some, you should also come, taxpayer also should come with some reasonable proposition. So in your example, if I go with BPO for cost plus 5 or 10, so he says I won't touch that because I don't want to waste my time and I will just go to other persons who are reasonable. And your query on 20 to 25 normally, it's taxpayers' right, so I can always walk out. It's if they come with this proposition that no, in their review it is 25, and we feel that is too high or it's not correct, I may not sign. It's an agreement, it is no order which I need to appeal upon or I need to dissent with. So if I feel it's not a good idea, then I may not sign.
You said out of 200 applications, only 5 applications have got cleared now. That means
Out of 150, first block.
so there would be another 145 who did not get a hearing only.
No, so I won't say that, and they did complete site visit out of that 146, quite a few, which we are not, but I will say at least roughly a good number are, as we heard, is BPO or IT, ITS type, and that is awaiting. They did also a lot of research, but they are awaiting how US and India map is resolved. Because it will be very difficult for practically for Indian Competent Authority to agree there something for map and APA they agree something else. I mean, it's the same authority signing, literally signing, yes sign. So they are trying to find out when that is resolved, and so a good number, maybe it is 60, I was told 50, 60 maybe of those applications. I mean roughly 50 to 70. So once that is decided, whole lot will kind of get settled. But in US settle, we have to, maybe that they are waiting, because otherwise they will be in a difficult position.
So other than these specified countries, you don't have an option to go ahead with that.
No, so MAP and APA we can go to any country. So unilateral APA there is no need for treaty. MAP of course you require a treaty. So if a country like Yemen or Hong Kong for that example, I can go only for unilateral APA, not for bilateral. But they are also concerned. So if I have if the other A is on Cayman or Bermuda, then obviously they will inquire more, because they can't. By nature, we will Bermuda, Cayman will raise so many queries. But otherwise, treaty, most of the Indian treaties, trading partners like Japan, Germany, UK, France, Singapore, Korea, just in major trading partners have a treaty with India. All one can go for MAP and bilateral APA. There is one technical point for bilateral APA with Singapore, Korea, South Korea, of course, France and Germany. And I think there is one more country. I don't recollect, Finland or something. So there, India's position is that they won't negotiate MAP because Article 9.2 is not there. But Akhilesh Shah was saying that we don't feel there should be difficulty in negotiating APA bilaterally. So that may change, but practically there is no, I will say, legal bar under treaty also.
So then in a unilateral stuff, they will go and look at that country.
No, unilateral is just between India and, within India. So unilateral is just India's APA team and taxpayer, Indian taxpayer.
Nee, but they would like to verify the functions done by the other party.
Of course. So that's why bilateral is preferred, but then bilateral takes time, it's costly also, and it takes time because both authorities have to meet. Here it is India, we can meet and the APA team here within India. So both has its pros and cons. Yeah, we can.
friends, post heavy lunch, only a heavy weight like Samir Bhai could have kept all of us awake, and I can vouch for it that everyone was awake. I think the feel which I got from this entire session was that revenue has moved very, very fast, and it is time for us really to move very fast and pull up our belts and come up to their standards so that we can also really talk to them at their level. I think he has dealt with a lot of practical real issues on the ground which happens, not just legal, but how exactly things happen. So we are very thankful to him for coming here and sharing the thoughts with us. Our thanks also go to Mr. Mehul Shah and Milind Thakur for coming here and sharing their points of view on the various aspects which they dealt with. And I request all of you to carry